Welcome to the Mind Shift Show, turning mindsets into I can. I am Pamela E. Bloomfield, a transformational life coach. And if this is your first time listening, I'm so glad you're here because today we're talking about what to do when you can't see what's next. This space is for the woman who's in her 40s, 50s, or beyond, who has lived, given, supported, and shown up for others, and now feels like it's finally time to show up for herself, but don't know how. So, whether you're navigating a pivot, a pause, or a full on reinvention, I want you to know you're not behind, you're not lost, you're not too late. You're exactly where your next chapter begins, right here and right now. And today, I want to talk to you about one word: believe. I have this little plaque sitting near my desk. It's simple, it's small, but it holds a message I come back to often. That one word, believe. I know it's a small word, but it carries a big message, one I remind myself of often as I navigate life and growth. Now, if you're like me, you've probably heard that word 100 times in motivational speeches or in church. But let's pause for a moment and get honest. What happens when belief feels hard? When the fog won't lift? What happens when you can't see behind the door or around the corner and you're asked to believe anyway? Let's be real. Life has a way of pressing pause on our momentum, right? Maybe you're in an in-between space. Kids are grown, career shifts, purpose questions swirling, but no clear direction. And here comes that figurine or that voice whispering, believe. But what if you feel like you've lost the energy to dream? That's why I say this. Belief isn't just about positivity. It's about positioning yourself to receive even when you can't predict. Belief for me is anchored. It's not fluffy and it's not a fluff and it's not hype. It's the steady knowing that even if I can't see what's ahead, I am being led by someone greater, by God. I know that for some of you listening, belief alone can feel abstract because faith isn't just about what we feel, but how we live it out. I wanted to create a way to walk that out every day. And that's why I created the ICAN framework, ICAN, to give women like you a practical path forward when life feels uncertain. The I Can framework is for women like you, women in transition who are tired of surface level coaching and want something that's rooted, something that's guided and transformational. And so the I Can framework, ICAN, helps you move from belief into clarity action, and direction. You might be asking yourself or thinking about these questions. Go with me. Who am I now in this season? That's one question. What's changed? What still holds true? What do I want? What matters most now? Now, not 10 years ago, but today. What can I do with what I have now? What small shifts can I begin now? How do I keep going when things get foggy again? And here's the big one. I know you're asking this one. Who can support me? Is that you? Did those questions sound like you? Sound like what you've been asking yourself? Let me be clear, my friend. While you're struggling to answer any of the above, the ICAN framework is not a quick fix. I'm just telling you as it is. It is a soul-led reset. But get this, it works. It works. Not because it hands you all the answers, but because it gently invites you back to belief. The kind of belief that grows roots. And so I didn't just create the ICAN framework for my clients. I actually lived it myself. Here's a quick story. When I retired, I went through that same foggy in-between session, that same foggy in-between season, without realizing it at that time, that I was walking through each part of this framework, redefining my identity, getting clarity on what mattered, taking small actions, and finding ways to navigate forward. And because it worked for me, because it helped me make sense of a transition that could have left me stuck, I wanted to put language to it. I wanted to teach women like you, over 40, that you don't have to struggle through the same trial and error that I did. That's why I believe in this process. It's not theory, it's lived experience. When I share this framework, I'm not just teaching a concept. I'm sharing something that's been proven in my own life. I'll tell you another story. I once worked with a woman. We'll call her Lisa for today. She was 52, had just retired early, and thought she should feel free and excited because, after all, that's what retirement should be like. But she felt lost. She came to me saying, I don't even know what I like anymore. I don't know what's next. Through the ICAN process, Lisa realized that while she had poured herself wholeheartedly into her family, her great source of great joy, she had never fully given permission to imagine what she might want for herself. But once she got clarity on her values and reconnected with her identity as more than just a mother, she started writing again. Now, she leads writing workshops for women in her own community. All because she decided to believe. Not just in outcomes, but in what God had entrusted to her. the skills, the expertise, the dreams, and yes, herself. And that's what I want for you too. To believe again, to trust that what's been placed inside of you is still there, waiting to grow. I don't know what door you're standing in front of today. Maybe it's foggy. Maybe it feels closed. Maybe it's been closed so long you stopped knocking. But I'm here to tell you this. Your possibilities are endless. But if you can't believe it, if you stay stuck in defeat, the word believe loses its power. So today, let me ask you, are you ready to believe again? You might have forgotten you actually walked this path before, but in different capacities, at home, with your family, or in your professional life. Are you willing to explore who you are now? Not who the world told you to become, but who you were created to become, whom God planned you to be. So, my friends, if this episode spoke to you, I want to invite you into something deeper. I offer one-on-one personalized coaching through my Discover Your Purpose sessions using that same ICAN framework. Because no two people are the same. And that's why my framework is personalized just for you. You come with your set of goals and we work together. It's going to be a partnership. This isn't surface work, it's soul work. It's where your belief gets legs. When was the last time you said yes to yourself? Or looked in the mirror and said, I can? I will show you what to do when you can't see what's next. So schedule your first session by clicking the link in my bio. Your free Discover Your Purpose call. And my friends, you'll be glad you did. You will be glad you did. I'll see you on the call.